Hey everyone, this is X-Mother-Contra. This video will be a high-level guide on how to use Cypher's traps, cages, and cameras. With such a complex agent, has a great defensive kit and holding abilities for anyone in the lanes. This is Ascent, the newest addition to Valorant, A, B, and middle lanes. So for the first one is A site traps and cages. You can really hold it any way you want. Here are some of the basic traps you can put before the doors open. You can either put one far, close, add a cage here. When it opens, I usually sometimes throw a trap right here really quickly so they don't hear it. Here's a more tricky box trap. When you place it here, it's harder for them to hear it as they're kind of creeping through, so if they're like going through the lane, they won't hear it. Cypher is all about lane control, so you can help short as well. You can place one here. This will force them to either use a different lane, or it will make them have to go around, or if they hear it, jump around and try to maneuver around it. Here are some other basic traps that you can throw out. Using the cages here to hide the traps. Cameras, like to place one up on top of here above short. You could see the whole site, but at the same time when someone is coming through short, they won't take the time to look behind them. And here's the long camera here. You want to just stand still until it turns blue and then jump in place. Really, you just want the whole site so you can retake if you want to back off, or you can use it for recon. Another tricky one is on this bush here. Once again, I like to put cameras behind a place where people are pushing. They're unlikely to look back and actually shoot it as they're already pushing the lane. Another tricky one here, and this is not a glitch. You can place it on the tree here. And if you can't get to the very top, that's fine, as long as it's somewhere in the vicinity to get you some recon. Middle lane here, traps and cages. What's nice about middle is that you can really come over to B and help as well. So you kind of have two places that you should worry about, but it also gives you the flexibility to place your kit pretty much anywhere you want. So you can help by covering the spots that people will come to do mid, whether it's protecting the button, protecting these doors here, or you can use it to really protect the main entrance of middle here. Here's some basic traps, and really just want to place them in any way that the game is going. There's not really one or two ways to put up the traps and cages in a way that's going to guarantee you somebody's going to hit them. You just have to be tricky. You have to have a variety, which is why I'm showing you many different spots. For cameras, I like to put it on top of the balcony here. You get a really nice shot of the catwalk, but you can also see mid. This is really just for recon. It's harder for the T to see, as there's a little sign there that blocks the vision. So if they're not really paying attention, they don't know exactly where it is. It's a nice little tricky spot. I also put it here on the banister. Most players, when they see a camera like this, they'll shoot it pretty immediately, but you'll get some information. This is one of my favorite cameras, which is just right on the head here. Most people don't look behind them as they're coming through mid. There's just so many angles that they can get shot from. So really, you can hit a cage, open up the camera, and you pretty much can see. You can play back a little bit, you can shoot, you can set up a trap as well. Now for B-side traps and cages, there's so many entries, there's so many areas in which they can go. I usually place one here, which is just more of a basic trap. It usually gets killed, but at least you know that there's somebody here, and if they don't shoot it, then you know. You can place one here when the doors open really quickly. If you want to play back, if you want to cover these lanes, you can place it here. I usually pair it with a cage. Really, Cypher is about controlling the lanes, and so if you want to play back even further, you can place one here, have a cage, shoot out. If you want to watch your back and you want to just focus on one lane, you put a trap, and most of the times you can just play around your traps. What it does is it eliminates lanes for you, so you can really just focus on one thing without having to feel like you're going to get backdoored. Here's a more tricky trap, which you just place it here on the second piece of the wood. It's harder to hear as they're creeping through, as the traps are further apart, and somebody's not going to hear it from that angle. Another way to watch the CT side is here, to ensure that they're going to go up the middle. Most people just shoot here, and they'll kind of run across and try to get up the stairs, they'll get hit. Or if you want to block the CT side, there's another good trap you can place here as well. It just really covers the whole side. You can cover the mid. You can really help out in a multitude of ways. Now for cages, I mean, you can really place them anywhere. It's just closing off the lanes. Most people will not walk through a Cypher cage. This really opens up about a good 4 to 5 seconds of your time here when they see it open. And you can really just play off of it. You can maneuver, walk around it. You can choose to shoot through it. If they hit the trap, they'll be highlighted in yellow. As for cameras, my favorite one is this one placed right here on top of this corner. Really, you can see walking through. People won't shoot up as they're walking. The higher you can get it, the better. You just kind of place it, and once it turns blue, then you jump and then you click. That's kind of how Cypher's cameras work. They won't let you place it really high, so when you find a place that you can place it, you jump with it. What's nice here is when I show you, you can really activate your traps with it and your cages. And really, when somebody's walking through, their cursors are not high enough to where they can identify it right away. But when they do get here, they're seen, and you have complete vision. Whether you activate your cage or not, you can see them. So it's a pretty great trap. The next one is on this sign here. It's very similar in the sense that the attackers will not maneuver around, and if they do, you have a clear shot. You can peek out of a corner and you can tag them wherever they're at. So it's a really effective camera when holding a site by yourself. You can gather a lot of information for your team. The last one, you can even place it here in the corner, a really quick one, or when the gate opens, I like to place it here as quickly as possible and then fall back. It's a nice little sneaky camera. Sometimes you'll pick off 1 or 2 guys before they take it out, but you get some good information. If you liked the guide, please like, subscribe, or turn on notifications. Here's a quick video of using Cypher's kit as an attacker to clutch around.
Alright, just side. I got a camera. Side.
Last player standing.
Oh.
Oh my god, the size of your brain. The size of your brain.
Hi, it's XMother Contra. Thanks for watching. Please tune back for more highlights, gaming, and guides.